On March 29th at the Grand Island United Veterans Club, we're hosting a National Vietnam War Recognition Day meeting. You can buy your breakfast from 7 to 10, and then from 10 to 12 there's going to be free programs provided by the Grand Island Club and the Nebraska Vietnam Veterans Reunion. We're trying to make our 40th a real big and nice reunion for you guys. On March 9th, 21 Nebraska Vietnam Veterans Reunion committees came to plan the 40th reunion in Kearney. And we're calling this the All Nebraska because people from all corners of Nebraska are invited and want to work on it and attend. There's been 39 reunions before this, but for this one, we're calling it the All Nebraska Vietnam Veterans Reunion, the 40th. And it's from north to south, east to west, all Nebraska, and it's not just Kearney. We want to include the 400 Gold Star families that Nebraska had in 149 different communities. So if you know any of these families, they're welcome. Any of the kids that didn't know their dads, the widows, we want them all. The board of directors directed us to make this 40th a special reunion. Think outside the box. And is it going to be the last one? I don't think anybody knows quite yet. We did bring in some real high-powered on-screen talent, featuring Mike and Pam from North Platte, Roger and Kathy from Madison, and Larry and Ann from David City.
Okay. We need to get out to the rest of the vets in Nebraska and all over the country that it's been a long time coming, and we've been doing this for 40 years, and anybody is welcome.
A lot of fun.
And it's a good time.
Meet people.
And there's a lot of people that you haven't seen for maybe 50 years now or better.
Tell us about the early years of the Vietnam Veterans Reunion.
Well, the early years of Vietnam Veterans Reunion,
You never slept.
I was going to say it went, when it started till it was over, you were busy. We had flyovers and DJs.
Heard you even had Lee Greenwood.
Yes,
Yep.
Thank you. Now say your name. Wait, say your names and your town.
Mike and Pam Kane, North Platte, Nebraska.
Thank you. It's yours, big boy.
What do you want to know?
I want to know about the Vietnam reunion. Why do you guys keep coming back?
Well, the reason I come to the Vietnam Vets Reunion is because I get to talk with people that went through the same kind of experiences we did. I was in Vietnam the last half of 1970 and the first half of 71, and still remember everything about it. And it's good to talk with other people that had the same kind of experiences.
Now, you've been married 54 years. I'd like your wife to tell you why. Is it his good looks, his money, or his charm?
It's our faith that keeps us together, and I enjoy the reunions because I just want to know more and more and more about what Vietnam was like.
If she told you 54 years, that's an
It's 52.
exaggeration.
You get over 50, who cares? It's like hand grenades. Thank you. And say your names and where you're from.
Roger and Kathy Ackley from Madison, Nebraska.
Thank you.
I've been attending these Vietnam reunions, not from the beginning or not even the middle, about the last 3 or 4. And what I experienced, what I enjoyed the most, was talking to other veterans that I was in the same unit or year that they were, I was really in 3 different units. I was with the 1st Infantry, I was with the 9th Infantry, and I was with the 25th Infantry. And when I'd see somebody wearing the 25th Infantry cap, or the 1st or the 9th, you know, I'd stop and talk to them. And a lot of times, you know, it brought back memories back for me, and I run across a few of them that were in there the same year I was. I think the people that out there that never attended the Nebraska Vietnam Veterans Reunion, I think you should, because the last I heard, the Vietnam veterans, and this is hard to believe, are dying at a rate of 300 per day throughout the United States. That's a lot. And one of these days, we won't be here. So I hope the people that are out there that never attended the reunion, let's make this one the best, okay? You got anything to add to that, Ann?
The Vietnam Veterans Reunion is to the vets something they can talk about, do camaraderie. I remember when we had the helicopter ride. Can I dangle my feet out? Oh, last time I was on a helicopter, I was a passenger as a wounded person. I think that brought back a lot of memories for people, and it was fun. It helped them heal. I think this camaraderie and helping talk to other vets makes it heal. I know he does. It's for him. It did him. So, yeah. And women, you'd enjoy it too. There are a lot of women that come to these, and it's nice. It's really nice. You learn a lot. You learn a lot.
And that's a wrap. You better say who you are.
Oh. Larry, go ahead. Go ahead.
Larry Sabata, my wife, Ann Sabata.
David City, Nebraska.
That's correct, David City.
Bye-bye.
The only David City in the world.
March 29th is National Vietnam War Recognition Day, and you can have a loved one who died because of his service in Vietnam. It might be PTSD, suicide, Agent Orange, whatever, honored on this date, but you have to apply. It's a simple application, a couple pictures, and a little story about your husband. Now, Betsy is our in-memory chairman, and she went there with her husband last year. Wayne had 4 different kinds of cancers and 4 heart attacks, all related to his Agent Orange service. Betsy told me it was the most overwhelming and the most perfect thing. She said, I needed that. So if you're interested in honoring your loved one, give Betsy a call. 308-320-1717. 308-320-1717. The Grand Island Joint United Veterans Club is hosting a meeting on March 29th in Grand Island. We're going to honor, celebrate, and include all veterans and have a program. There's going to be food that you pay for from 7 to 10, and then the programs will be 10 to 12. We're going to talk over the greatest beer run ever. There's some really funny things, and there's some real serious things in there. The myths and truths about the Vietnam War, how we weren't allowed to win the war, and Operation BABYLIFT in 1975, where 20,000 Vietnamese babies and young people were flown out and had adoptive parents waiting for them. So this is kind of a promotion for the Nebraska Vietnam Veterans Reunion, August 14th through 17th in Kearney, as a thank you. Grand Island hosted the first Nebraska Vietnam Veterans Reunion in 1985, and from what I hear, those first few reunions were something. Now, we're hosting our 40th, and it's more like milk and Tums instead of what it was in 1985. Monk the Monkey was fun, unless if somebody startled it, and then Monk kind of give you a little present on your shoulder if that happened. If you have a picture that you want me to include in some of these slide shows, email it to DennysBuzz@gmail.com. DENNYSBUZZ @gmail.com. Thanks, and over and out.